To get information on Alicia's illness, places we went was primarily the internet, as well as the hospital also supplies some informational pamphlets and brochures and stories from other people. The internet was the prime source, going through major research facilities and organizations that work with children. But we had to be careful and look at the dates very closely, as they don't always update, and you could get outdated information pretty easy.
I never felt that the information was overwhelming. I never felt like I felt like I couldn't get enough. I had to know what was making her ill. I had to know how they were treating her.
Be your child's biggest advocate in the hospital and just stand up for what they need. You're your child's voice in the hospital, and you're the person in between your child and the medical staff. So definitely speak up about what you need as well as what your child needs and be able to communicate that.
My husband was better at communicating with the doctors on a much more blunt level. He was the one who was not afraid to be in conflict with the doctors, and not necessarily in conflict, but to not be so polite in order to understand what we needed to know and to sometimes challenge their decisions.
In crisis situations where there can be communication problems, I think, again, one of the best element that we can bring to the table is realizing that we have the authority as parents to ultimately make decisions that we think are right.
My advice for the parents to communicate with the medical staff effectively is to go in with questions, jot down a list of questions ahead of time, or even send them an email so they have some ample time to answer and respond to your concerns or questions.
With the diagnosis of your child comes the realization that you've just moved. Where you are now, there is a new language, and there is a new culture, and they're all going to be very overwhelming for you. But if you open up a medical dictionary on the internet to translate the words that are coming at you at 100 miles an hour, you'll begin to learn the language. If you sit back and take a breath and watch, you're going to begin to learn the culture. And if you can do those two things, you're going to learn how to live here in this new world, and you're going to learn to thrive with your family.